Alliteration is a powerful poetic device characterized by the repetition of speech sounds, typically consonants, in a sequence of nearby words. This literary technique adds rhythm, musicality, and emphasis to the verse, capturing the reader's attention and creating a memorable impact. In the context of Old English alliterative meter, alliteration plays a central role in organizing the verse line, giving rise to a distinctive form of unrhymed poetry. In Old English alliterative meter, each line is divided into two half lines, with two strong stresses separated by a decisive pause or caesura. The alliteration occurs when at least one, and usually both, of the stressed syllables in the first half line alliterate with the first stressed syllable of the second half line. Vowels were considered to alliterate with any other vowel in this type of versification, allowing for flexibility in constructing the verse. Several Middle English poems, like William Langland's Piers Plowman and the romance Sir Gawain and the Green Knight, continued to use and experiment with the alliterative meter during the 14th century. In Piers Plowman's opening line, all four stressed syllables demonstrate alliteration, showcasing the artistry and effectiveness of the device. As English versification evolved, alliteration lost its prominence as the principal organizing device of poetry. Instead, it became a stylistic tool used sparingly for specific effects, such as reinforcing meaning, linking related words, or enhancing the sonic texture of the verse. Shakespeare's Sonnet 30 exemplifies this, employing alliteration to enrich the poem's tonal quality and enunciation of words. Apart from alliteration, other repetitive sound patterns emerged in poetry. Consonance involves the repetition of a sequence of two or more consonants, with a change in the intervening vowel. For instance, W. H. Auden's poem, "Oh, where are you going?" said reader to rider, utilizes consonants prominently for a rhythmic effect and heightened impact. Assonance, on the other hand, focuses on the repetition of identical or similar vowels, especially in stressed syllables, creating a musical and resonant quality in the words. Keats's Ode on a Grecian Urn and William Collins's Ode on Evening demonstrate the allure of assonance through their skillful use of repeated vowel sounds. In conclusion, alliteration is a captivating poetic device that, though predominant in Old English alliterative meter, has found its way into modern poetry as well. The careful arrangement of consonant and vowel sounds adds depth, rhythm, and allure to verses, creating an enduring impact on the reader's experience. As poets continue to explore the nuances of language, alliteration and other sound repetitions remain valuable tools for crafting expressive and evocative works of art. So, this is the detailed analysis on the term alliteration. See you next time in next video with some other literary term. If you have any doubts or questions, you can ask them in the comment section. Until then, goodbye and see you.